In this video, we'll take a tour of the online homework manager and how you complete your homework. So when clicking on the modules, the first thing you'll do in the getting started is go through that OHM tutorial. OHM stands for Online Homework Management. And what it does is it walks you through how to enter answers, in a list, a word answer, etc. So make sure you go through that if you haven't worked with Lumen before. This is how their online homework manager works. So when you're ready to do the first homework assignment, after you have taken a look at section 2.1, 2.2, the notes or video lectures, then you're ready to complete a homework assignment. So the homework assignment has, I've looked at it, so I have to hit on resume. It tells you that there are 19 questions. It shows one question at a time. And let me find a question 4, question 6. So you can jump around. So this particular question has the phone company charges for service according to the formula C equals 25 plus 0.05 N, where N is the number of minutes talked and C is the monthly charge. What is the slope in this equation? So the slope in this equation is the 0.05. And then the slope, the units, let's see, this is the cost per minutes talked. So this is dollars per minute. The vertical intercept in this equation is, let's see, it's 25, but I'm going to put in 20. So when you're ready, submit your question and it will grade. It says your score is 0.67 out of 1. So you can retry the question. So if it's green with the green arrow, that means you've got it correct. And if it's incorrect, it'll be in red. So you have an opportunity to fix your answer. So let me try another incorrect, 15. All right, so we can retry the question 3 times in the blank. So the correct is 25, submit. That was your last try, and you got a score of 1 out of 1. So you can, each question has 3 tries, and it also has 3 questions. So let's say we would have, maybe pick a question that we will miss. So let's miss this particular question. I'm just picking an answer. Okay, so I got that one wrong. I'm going to pick another. Got that one wrong. So I'm just randomly picking these. Okay, so I got 3 tries and I missed it. So I got 0 out of 1 point. So what you can do is you can get a similar question. Okay, so you have 3 tries on each question and you also have 3 questions. So instead of just clicking through them though, I would ask some questions or get some help. So how do you get help on questions? So down below there's question help, there's a video. The video will walk you through a question like the one that you're working on. There's also a message instructor. What this will do is it sends me the question that you're working on and you can type a message and you can send it. And what happens is I'll get the message and then I'll go back and answer. Let me go back to that. Oh, mine says no messages because I'm in student mode. So let me go back. So when you message, when I write it you back, then right here is where you check to see your messages. And this will tell you whether you have a message or not from me. Okay? So you can ask any question. There's a message instructor. There's a calculator. This takes you to Desmos graphing calculator, but it's probably easier. It opens it in this window. It might be a little bit easier for you to open it up in a separate window up top. Then you have a little bit more freedom when you're working with Desmos and a larger calculator. So that would be my recommendation, is open your calculator in a separate window. Then what else do we have? We have message. Progress is saved as you work through. And I think that's it. So for homework, each homework assignment is worth 10 points, no matter how many questions there are. And when your homework is done, it keeps track. If you take a look at your questions, you can move in and out of homework, and it keeps track of questions that you've submitted and the ones that you've gotten right or ones that you've gotten wrong. All right, so tests work a little bit differently. So let me go back to the module. The review for your test is open for the entire semester, but it's not worth any points. So it's just to help you or not. It's entirely up to you. But your online tests have there is no time limit, but when you start your test, you can take each twice. It shows you one question at a time, but there are no help keys down here. There's a message instructor, but there's not a video help. And there's not a place for you to, I'm just going to type an answer in there. It'll tell you an invalid notation. It was supposed to type an interval notation, so I'll type something in. Okay. And you work on each question until you finish the test. You can move in and out. Notice it saves your progress. When you're completely done, click on Submit and End. Okay? So you can go through. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's unattempted questions. I'm okay. I'm going to do that anyway. And it'll tell you how you did on each of the questions. And then you can review your work. So it'll show what you answered, and then you click the little key, and it'll tell you what the correct answer was. Then if you choose to, you get 2 attempts. You can retake the test. So again, you can go in and out of the test. Just click on Submit when you're ready for it to be graded. Then out of your 2 attempts, if you choose to retake, your highest score will be recorded as your grade. Okay, so that's how you use the online homework, or in the online tests and the online OHM. One thing I did want to show you on the textbooks, and there's a video with this as well, the textbook goes through just like a regular textbook would, but it has a couple of extra features in it that will help you learn the material. So as you read through, they'll have examples, but they'll also have show solution for the example. Then they'll have some practice problems, some questions, general notes. They'll have another example with a solution. They'll have a you try it so that you can practice while you're reading with a solution. And then they have a try it question that's a little bit more interactive, like the OHM. Okay, so the textbook is very handy. So you have a lot of resources to help you learn the content before you attempt homework. But during homework, you also have the videos and you also have Message Instructor.